NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Go right in. Hey, kill. Watch the 20.
Here's Elliott. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in.
42. Bound to lose one. Kill.
Hey, kill. 26.
On second down now. It's Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
22's the mark. Watch the screen. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. The 21 yards there. As they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Go right in.
Run. Deuce.
Here we go. Going to 54. Right in.
Here I come. Mike 50.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Brought down by Nate Gehry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Go right in. 26. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
42. You don't want it. Off. Pick up the ball. Mike 42. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Go. Get out there. 26.
From the 36, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Plus. 42 the mic, boys. 42 the mic.
Swear to, hey. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check.
Bus.
Big ass.
Solid.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Go. 280. Go.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Hey, watch the ball.
Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Here we go, 46.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Extreme. Back to you.
26.
On second down, it's Elliott. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Gun.
Prescott from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Jackson. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
22 jet bomber. Switch gears.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
14. Hey, Charlie.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Check it out, Reed.
Kill. 81.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Forced out to his left. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Sproles. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. Flush to his right. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Watch safety creep. Ram. Safety's creeping.
Throwing his Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
What we got?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Robert Quinn, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Wentz going to throw. The quick feet by Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that, and we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Cowboys nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go, here we go. Mike 42, Mike 42.
We're going to 53.
Let's set. Mike 42, Mike 42. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Mike 42, Mike 42. Coming.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Mike 42. I got you. I got you. 26.
Prescott to throw it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Kill. 27.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Mike's 4-2, Mike.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8. Here we go. 47. Go. Get out there.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Are you getting ahead? 42's Mike. 42's Mike. Strip the ball.
Sweat. Hey.
Mike's 42.
26.
Prescott on 1st down. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Sproles. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Great 15, great 15. Tighten up. Jump.
On the delay, it's Howard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go. 280! This side 7. You got nothing. Hey, look, 48. It's a touchdown.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Defense, let's go. Go. Watch the twins. Check 15, check 15. Check 43.
36.
Watch twins. Twins. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, empty. Done.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Now Austin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Heavy. 42. Gun. We begin to clear you up. What do you think?
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. is here as he's taken down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We're going to 54. Why?
36.
Under.
36. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Come on.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Wild Bill.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Pick me up. Here we go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Here's Jackson to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
We got to step it up.
On 1st down, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Here we go. Waiting.
You won't see me in your nightmare, son.
74.
Sproles. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Go. 180.
48 right now. Let's go. Get that quarterback. Get up.
This 5-7.
Check. Crouch.
And once again, they go with Sproles. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. scores. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Watch the pass. Jack. Out. This by 7. Check 4.
On first down, they run with Howard. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Here's Sproles. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
At the 41-yard line.
42,
42's the mic. Exit.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a game of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
There we go, kill. Go, get out there.
42's the mic.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Cooper's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10.
Prescott now from the 50. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here we go, 46.
Mike 42. Okay, double up. Mike 42.
Gun. Hey, kill. 26.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
There you go.
We're going to 54. Why here?
42, check.
Hey, kill.
Get in there.
47.
42's the mic, boys. 42.
26.
Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, that one complete to Elliott. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Mike 36. 36. You get me? He's not going to get me?
Watch. Here we go. 26.
Prescott to throw. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The kick by Marr is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we